Gather around. It's time for the show to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
Hey everyone, my name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Desiree Josen.
Alright, there were so many matches this year that were just too much.
So this won't be a shocker because we've had a handful of really awesome matches that we just can't stop talking about.
How many times have these guys fought? Like it's been quite a bit.
I've been saying this all year. They're just so great to watch. We saw the heel turn coming, and then when it happened, nice and bloody, both dramatic and beautiful.
You are now entering the ring with Chutes and Ladders podcast. Here are your hosts, Desiree and Jason.
Chutes and Ladders, when in doubt, Randy Orton. What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Desiree Josen.
Alright, we've been planning this episode for a while, and there's no better time to drop it than Des's birthday month. Speaking of perfect timing, Randy Orton just keeps slithering back into the spotlight. No matter where WWE stories go, he always finds a way to shine. Des, what are your initial thoughts?
I love this man. It's been no secret, and I have been waiting very patiently for this episode so we can talk on and on and on about how great he is. Yeah.
And listen, hold on. We did some research. He's a 14-time champion, obviously, world champion, 1 U.S. title, 1 IC title, 4 tag titles, and here's where this gets wild. 22 world title matches and 84 championship matches overall, which is why we called it, when in doubt, Randy Orton.
The man is gold.
Yeah, literally gold. Alright, so let's kick things off in some of his early years. Des, walk us through how Orton's family legacy and development shaped his debut.
He is a third-generation wrestler. His grandfather was a wrestler, and then of course we know Cowboy Bob Orton. And then here comes, little Randy Orton, who we found out that he never really wanted to be a wrestler, even though he is basically built like the prototype of one. He is huge. He's athletic. He is just very creative and smart. And to find out that's not really what he wanted to do until he was kind of forced into it when he really didn't have any other options career-wise. And then, of course, he excelled and gets signed automatically to the infamous OVW in early, 2000, 2001, yeah. Which we know had the most stacked class ever. Are we going to talk about it? We're going to talk about it. It's Brock, John Cena. We may have heard of him. Batista. Who else? Shelton Benjamin. And then, little Randy Orton here. And, and he debuts and kills it and then gets signed 2 years later.
What really stands out is he won the world title from Benoit, and I don't remember. I think it was either his first or second year, which I thought was insanity.
It was 2004, and he is world champion for WWE at 24 years old.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Listen, no one hit the ground running harder for a debut than Randy Orton, that's for sure.
Unstoppable.
Absolutely. All right, now as for the evolution of his character, now Orton's career is like chapters in a book, from evolution to legend killer to finally maturing to the apex predator. What stands out to you most in his character transformations?
I just love the fact that he slowly evolved. He did not stay the same person for X amount of years where it got boring. Right when it was time to change and turn, he felt the audience, he understood the psychology behind it, and was like, let's switch it up to something different. Granted, he's more heel focused. That's what we were really driven to love and really to hate, because in the very beginning, he was so hateable. Just because he was so cocky. He was a third generation, and if you want to call him a Nepo baby, sure. But he was damn good at what he did, so that just made it even worse. But it was his consistency. And he was very, fluid and moldable to work with different people. So it wasn't he was set with one person and that kind of type of feud. He could go with anybody. And with factions and as a singles and as a tag. So he was just best all around.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you on that. And then few wrestlers stay relevant across the era, across all these different eras. Or Orton went from ruthless aggression era to the PG and reality era to its modern WWE. How has he managed to thrive through all of WWE's major shifts?
He's just so likable. He really is. And he's very charismatic. He's smart. He knows the psychology behind it. And I think that's what makes him more dangerous than the physicality behind him, is because, all of this is an athletic industry. Everyone is like that. But if you don't have the psychology to slow down and understand the audience, understand, thinking 2 to 3 steps ahead, that's where he's so powerful, and that's why I understand he's more of the viper. That's what he is. He's the apex predator. He's always sneaking around. He's always thinking ahead. So that's what makes him so magical to watch.
Yeah, you said it best. He understands the psychology. Raven would always constantly say, ring psychology is one of the most important factors of being a professional wrestler, and to be able to transform your character that many times and stay on top, that's very impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. And as far as when fans think of Randy Orton, certain things instantly come to mind. What defines his legacy the most for you?
It really, we've said it before. He's super consistent. He's just so good at what he does. But it's the matter of him just feeding off of the fans, and he's very marketable. He's a handsome guy. We're not blind. He ain't ugly. And he just improves with time. He understands his body. He understands everything from behind the scenes to standing in front of the camera. But, look at that RKO out of nowhere. That was one of the biggest social media vines or even hashtags. And even Logan Paul, who is a wrestler now and is big in social media, he said, I really didn't know who Randy Orton was, but I knew what RKO out of nowhere was. And then he figured out who Randy Orton was. I was like, how dare you? But that just tells you he is a lot bigger than what he is.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. And now I have a very fun question for you. We've seen both sides of the Viper. Do you think Orton's a baby face or a stronger heel?
Heel. I like a bad boy. I want a bad boy Orton. I want crazy one. I love face Orton right now just because it's very, it's fun to see him lay back and relax and really enjoy himself. He loves the kids in the crowd. He loves to have fun and pick. And you can tell he's enjoying himself right now just because he came back from a very serious injury that he did not think he was going to come back to. So it's like he's got a second life again with wrestling. So he's appreciating more of the time that he has. So it's really refreshing to see this scary looking man that we're used to for 20 years have some fun and, let his guard down. But I want to see him punt someone in the head. I want to see some crazy shaved head Randy Orton. There's just something about it, and he's just so good. He's a natural heel, and you can tell he has more fun with it.
Yeah, I think I remember he basically was answering fan questions, and he basically said that he wanted to be a heel. He liked being a heel better than he liked being a face. I will say he does play face very well, so I will give him credit for that also. And when he is a face, he kind of has some heel characteristics. So if he's going to be face, that's fine, as long as he still keeps some of those heel traits.
Agreed. Yeah.
All right, and then where do you stack his resume against some of the all-time greats? Where does Orton land for you?
He is one of the best. And I'm not just saying that just because I have a huge crush on him. That is not the case. I will openly admit that, but he's best all around if you really look at it. He is a loyal company man. He already said he's not going anywhere, and hopefully not anytime soon. We hopefully got another 5-10 years out of him, but there's no doubt he's a future Hall of Famer. No doubt. As much as he's very humble in his interview saying maybe I'll be considered, I'm like, no, you already know that. You are our top guy. The fact that now he is the locker room leader, which he took over from Taker, which is huge because he did not have the best reputation in the very beginning. And, he did have a sort of a dark background But we, watched him grow up, and now he's this really awesome man and mentor and just super impactful. So I really hope that he is a contender. I know he's in the run for number of championships. He's at 14. Who says in the next 5 to 10 years he can't beat Cena's record? And I would totally be okay with it.
Yeah, I think he will, to be honest, as long as he stays healthy.
Yeah.
All right, now looking ahead, how do you see Randy Orton's career shaping the next generation of WWE superstars?
I think he already has. He's already started. He's teaching them to slow down, feel the crowd, feel the audience, and sell, and more psychology based than anything, rather than let's throw our bodies around and get a pen kind of thing. So I think he's teaching them the importance of other depths of the industry, but it's also the longevity of it all, of saying it's okay to do something different or step out of the box for your character. So I think, he is just a Cinderella story, really. I was a jerk. I was a young guy growing up, and I had to figure out what demons I have and be a better person. And so, like I said, we watched him grow up, and I don't know, I just love him. He is such a,
I'm well aware. I think the audience is
trying to be so respectful here. But I genuinely love him as a wrestler, as a talent, as a performer. So he is on a pedestal to me.
That wraps up our deep dive into the Viper, Randy Orton. What do you think of RKO? Please shoot us a DM at the Shoots and Ladders. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, both on YouTube and Spotify. Once again, my name is Jason.
I'm Desiree Josen.
All right, until next time, have a blessed day and a blessed week.
Have a great week. Bye, friends.
This has been Shoots and Ladders. Follow us for more content